WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
I can't believe I'm putting my voice to this.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
Thank you for your irrelevant opinion.
And now, here's your host of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon.
The first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I got to say. I'm a broadcast journalist. I have a right to my opinion.
Oh, son of a...
I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even in commentary.
We are off. We are live. We are here at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry here with you alongside Lucas the Intern.
Well, it
your
is
first remote.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I was walking around earlier. This is definitely going to be a fun show. Definitely going to check out some of the booths afterwards.
Yeah, and come on out. It's going on until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. It's here at Council Rock High School South, 2 Rock Way here in Holland, Pennsylvania. We've got the moon bounce going on. We've got lots of kids having fun with that, the giant inflatable slide, and a lot of booths and things going on for parents and kids alike.
Not to mention for some of the kids, arcade games, except the K9 unit, which is definitely going to...
yeah, I think we saw them outside. Were they the Hounds of Justice barking at you?
I guess, the triple paw bump, I guess you could say.
Something like that. There was a magic show, I believe we've got coming up fairly shortly here. I think that's getting ready to start. It's going on right now. Got another one of those coming up.
We also
there's exercise activities coming up at 12:30. The K9 unit will be at 1:30 outside, so
we also have
to run away.
State police helicopter.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and all kinds of booths, informational stuff for the kids. I'm looking around here. We've got the Pennsylvania Turnpike and the Easy Pass, the Boy Scouts. We saw them earlier.
We also have over a couple booths to our left is the YMCA exercise booth. Spin the wheel, do an exercise, get a prize.
That's better than Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal from WCW back in '92.
Or the
Raw Roulette, and
or the Wheel of Dixie. That's what it was.
The Wheel of Dixie. Oh goodness, why'd you have to bring that up? Shame on you.
I didn't. At least I didn't do a drop over. Like let's be honest here.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, I know we saw him earlier. Maybe he's meandering around outside, but Boomer from the Trenton Thunders here. We had him posing with the Intercontinental Belt. But yeah, come on down. There's a lot going on, and do some trivia as well. We've got some prizes. Of course, the lottery tickets. You know, I have a lot with that. That'll be more for the grown-ups because you have to be 18 years or older to play. Please make sure you play responsibly. We've got tickets to the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. We've got Fletcher's Car Wash gift certificates, all kinds of stuff. So come on down. We're here until 1. The expo's going on until 2, and we're having an absolute blast. Now, we'll get into Extreme Rules. That happened this past Sunday.
I gotta say, we actually did very well with the predictions this time.
I know. See, I tell you stick with me.
When
You've
we're
got
on the
winners.
same page,
Yeah.
no one can stop us. Just
Something like that. Yeah, let's go over the card here. El Torito, the WLC match.
Oh god, that was bad for comedic value. I gotta say though, they actually put up a pretty fun little work rate for a pre-show. I thought it was entertaining. I wouldn't say it was like, but if that gets put up on Match of the Year candidate, I'm gonna just face palm automatic.
Did you like the miniature commentators?
I thought that was a little too
Micro
much.
Cole, JB Elf, and what was the other one?
Jerry the King Smaller.
Smaller, that's right. Jerry the King Smaller. Oh,
I thought that took
state
that
of it.
I thought it was a little too far on that one, but
it was a lot of. It was fun. Yeah, it was what they were going for. They could have gone one of two ways with it. They could have gone comedy, or they could have played it straight up. They went comedy.
They
but
sort of went both.
Worked.
They went with both sort.
A little bit. I definitely I enjoyed it. It was better than I thought it was going to be. We'll put it that way.
So what about Cesaro? That match with Cesaro, Rob Van Dam, and Jack Swagger. And I thought it was a good match. Cesaro ended pulling out on top, and I would manage this. I mean, Rob Van Dam actually got a gash in I think it was his left eye towards the end of the match.
It is Extreme Rules.
Yeah. And medical crew was like Johnny on the spot trying to patch him up.
As expected, most certainly. And then Rusev squashing R-Truth and Xavier Woods. Is anybody really surprised by that?
That was really the best part of that match, was when Rusev was reaching under the ring trying to find a weapon. He's like, nothing there, I'll just use you. Throws Xavier Woods under the ring and he hits the canvas. And it was just, we were both dying at that point.
We were having a lot of laughs at that. And I'm afraid I've got some good news.
Bad news,
Barrett winning the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, winning the title. That was probably
a short match too. I mean, only about 8 minutes.
I liked the match. I like Barrett. I will admit, even when he's a face or a heel, I really do like Barrett. Big E Langston, like he put up some good matches, but towards the end of his run, it was sort of getting stale.
He's Vince's muscle of the month, I guess you could say.
Yeah. But
his star will probably be fading fast.
The Shield defeated Evolution, which I would think
the one match we got wrong in our picks.
The Shield defeated Evolution, and I will admit, midway through the match, I was pulling for the Shield. If
you even said in your predictions you want the Shield to win, but you're picking Evolution, as did I, because the Triple H factor.
Triple H. Triple H. Yeah, but it was probably a match of the night. That or the match we're gonna go over next. But the match of the night was definitely Shield, especially with Seth Rollins with that vertical, with that flying crossbody off the. He pulled like a Jeff Hardy on that one.
Shades of New Jack from the old ECW
when he
days.
ran off
only a lot safer.
Oh my God, that was. And then Roman Reigns picking up the win, though. He was the one that pinned Batista. That was a very good match to go over,
to say the least. And then things got a little interesting, and dare I say, a little creepy.
Bray Wyatt defeated John Cena,
which we expected, but
Cena
the Here's the thing that I didn't like about it. John Cena could have won that match about 38 different times.
Yeah.
He was beating Bray Wyatt from pillar to post and everything in between.
And then the Wyatt family would they'd
stop him from climbing over the cage, when really Cena could have pinned Bray on a plethora of occasions, a litany of occasions.
Yeah.
And other vocabulary words that he'll probably be learning.
Yeah, that was the ending was probably, the match itself, the wrestling was a bit stale, but the match, just the ending alone made the match a great match.
The lights going out, and then when they come back, the kid with the demonic voice.
Yeah, and Cena's just like, what the heck?
What is going on?
And then Wyatt just turns around, Sister Abigail wins the match.
A little factoid, which I know I told you already, but for the listeners out there, did you know that kid might be somewhat recognizable, not only for the NFL Play 60 video that he was in with, I believe, Cam Newton. Yes, yeah, little child actor, but his father was actually in the WWF for a little bit back in the late 80s, early 90s as character Jameson.
Wow.
You remember the kind of nerdy Woody Allen-ish. I mainly remember him from the Royal Rumble '92, where he managed the Bushwhackers in the corner against the Beverly Brothers, and managed by the Genius. Him with the taped up glasses and the sock dangling from the suit jacket, and I'm gonna thrash him. Oh God. But his son ended up, is now making an appearance for WWE, and
he's actually doing pretty well, I must say. He creeped out John Cena.
Yeah, I guess it takes a lot to do that, because Cena usually laughs off everything.
You know what the funny thing is, though?
But I don't want to pick on Cena. You gave me all kinds of heat for that last week.
I really
Cena alone.
Okay.
But I did. I know. But plus, I'll have about 38 kids all ready to just pummel me during the first commercial break.
I wouldn't do anything. I'm not going to do anything, but just throw you to the wolves, I guess, so to speak. Kevin Nash isn't here. I'm sorry, but
I see what you did there. Well played.
I think we were saying before, and I think it's sort of weird that Wyatt's trying to take the kids away from Cena. And I'm not saying he's going to take the kid. He could definitely pull it off to a degree.
Huh.
I wouldn't say like the little kids, but like you pull off kids about my age, maybe like a couple years younger, them going to following the Buzzards.
Interesting.
But your friend Brett, when we were at
he
was definitely saying something that I think is a good idea. Like they're saying how it's it's already, he's saying he's trying to impact the WWE universe with the whole message. That's already happened. What I want to see is him sort of spread and infect the rest of the roster. So it's basically like Cena against the world. Except for like a few people he bans up.
I was going to say, the only thing I don't like about that is when you get into inter-faction battles, it tends to, you kind of have only one storyline and you have 3 hours to fill it up with. I mean, WCW ran into that where it was WCW against the NWO.
Oh, yeah, that is
the overlying theme for the, for a 2-hour episode or later on 3-hour episode of Nitro. It kind of runs stale very quickly.
Like, you can't. What the thing with the NWO was, you put too many people into one faction. You heard that
so many times over the course of a couple hours, yeah. And it definitely diminished them, especially, I mean, by the time
even the corporation got like too big for a while. Like,
well, then they changed it over to the corporate ministry.
Yeah. That was still like still
some sort of musical outburst in the background. We're in the midst of the Children's Expo, courtesy of Senator Tomlinson.
Nice segue.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I kind of had that brief, what was that kind of moment.
Yeah.
But I believe that's part of the magic show that's going on, the Nelson's Magicians and Illusionists.
Quick, someone start fandangoing. Just
No, I don't think there's fandangoing going on.
I'm sorry.
And nor am I about to start it. Although it was cool, as we were setting things up earlier, we have the belts on display here, the Slammy Award on display. There had to have been a kid, couldn't have been more than 2, maybe 3 years old.
Yes, before he could talk.
Yeah, he talking isn't exactly his strong suit, but he was pointing both arms up in the air, doing Daniel Bryan yes cheer.
Like a champ.
So that's what's fun about this thing. I mean, you get fans from all ages. Fans as young as 2 and fans as old as, 4 times 22. We've got the philosopher Chris Ermer here chatting it up with the crowd coming over, getting pictures with the replica belts, having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun. Definitely want to come on out here. It's going on until 2 o'clock today. It's Senator Tomlinson's Children's Expo here at Council Rock High School South, 2002 Rockway in Holland. And it's both entertainment and educational.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. I'm just looking through some of the different vendors and exhibitors and sponsors that are here. Got Bucks County Sheriff's Office. It's here. The Bucks County Soapbox Derby. You a big soapbox racer?
I'm more of a, trying to think. The Pinewood Derby. That's one.
Pinewood Derby, yes. Speaking of the Pinewood Derby, the Boy Scouts are here as well, representing the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
I always seem to finish last in those. I've never had a streamlined car.
I've never won first. Like, I'm not a part of the Scouts, but my best friend is like, they've let me participate a couple of times, and I've always come within the top 3, but I've never finished first. And that was something I stopped doing it and I never finished first. I think it's because I'm not a Boy Scout, and it's like, can't let them win.
I was going to say, I became an Eagle Scout, and I think I finished last every time I put a car up in the Pinewood Derby.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
bring up bad memories.
Okay. So, you want to go over the Raw results for us there, Fearon?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm going to no-sell the daylights out of it.
Okay. So, can I give you a hint, fella, on who won the Battle Royal for the U.S. title?
That's right. The Battle Royal for the U.S. Championship.
Yeah. So it looks like...
Did you give me a hint, fella? Is that what you said there?
Yeah. Did you give... Yeah.
I don't know. Let me dial 1-800-fella to see if I can...
Let me see. How many fellas
a part of...
How many fellas that are not a part of Evolution are best friends with Triple H and could win a title with the snap of a finger, fella? I'm gonna sell this to the moon. Sheamus won the U.S. title in a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, and then Triple H came out and said something about in his match between Evolution and the Shield how our luck had just not been on our side that night, and according to events that have just happened, the Shield's luck has just run out. They would then go into a match against the Wyatt family later that night, but we'll get to those results. So Rob Van Dam defeated Cesaro by disqualification when Cesaro did not break the referee's count.
Oh yeah, that whole thing. I was gonna say I hate to interject, but I think because if I don't, Merrill might put me in a wrist locker or a few. But since I know, of course, we are your station for Phillies baseball and Eagles football, I figured I'd throw out there. As you know, the NFL draft has been going on the last couple of days, and the Eagles, after making a few barterings and whatnot, they just made their first pick of the day for the 4th round, selecting Florida cornerback Jalen Watkins with the 101st overall pick in the NFL draft.
Did they pick up a guy from Army, like an Army Ranger, 7 foot, built like a brick house or something?
They did. They must have consulted with Vince McMahon on that, because size certainly does matter.
That's a high
when it
five
comes to
right
that.
There. Yep,
but yeah, as I think they have another one early in the 4th round, so if that comes along, we'll throw that your way. By no means am I a football expert. There are plenty of other people on WBCB who will be able to give you much more insight on that, and certainly will do so over the course of the upcoming days. But got to throw that in there because, as I said, if not, Merrill might put me in a full Nelson, and that, I'd tap almost instantly.
Yeah.
He is surprisingly strong, is Merrill Reese.
I'm not going to comment because I'm not even an actual employee, so...
I'm just trying to get the Philosopher Chris Ermer to crack up, our engineer on site here. The Philosopher Chris Ermer, full of glory and renown. Come on out here and see whether or not he is clad in mortarboard and gown.
Oh, God.
No? The genius bit not going anywhere?
I was laughing.
Oh,
so,
goodness.
back to Raw.
We'll go through Raw, and then we'll take care of some business, because I know we got to do that.
Yeah. So there was a very, very strong promo with Bray Wyatt, which I liked a lot. I wanted you to show the drop, but we're probably going to have to do it next week, considering we're at the Kids Expo. It's going to be
This is what it's about. The rest is, we've got a kid here. He's got one belt over each shoulder, and he is just posing and having an absolute blast with it. Only here at the Kids Expo can you be a double champion.
And not get booed.
And he's inquiring about the Slammy Award. It's kind of like the wrestling equivalent of the Grammys.
Or the Oscars.
Or maybe even the Tonys, considering that it's wrestling is a form of acting.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
True. It's live acting, too, so you could say Broadway.
Yeah.
So, let's see what happened after that. Ryback defeated Cody Rhodes in 6 minutes, and it seems like there's a bit of dissension between the Rhodes brothers right now.
They've been kind of playing that up, and
they're trying to slow build it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the time now for Goldust against Cody Rhodes.
I feel like the thing though is, even if you don't like it, they're gonna find some way to win us over, especially because the work rate in that match might actually be very well
done. Yes, very well done.
Very well done.
Just don't want to get you in trouble with any of your English teachers who may be tuning in.
True.
It's a learning experience.
I apologize.
I know I've had my share of grammatical flubs as well.
I apologize, Mr. Seal and Ms. Batiste, for my English
name dropping.
And Mr. Hanahan, yeah.
All kinds of names.
For my English follies.
All right, so should we get into the best way I can describe it is the teenage horror movie bit that was Daniel and Bree Bryant.
Oh, that was awesome.
And Kane and the state of it.
That whole, you know what I thought was the best about that thing was Stephanie and her heavy-handedness was like, that was like in Scream when David Arquette. When he has like
former WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Don't get me started on that. I will admit I like Ready to Rumble, but when he's like at the door, and some of you horror movie fans might remember this, when he's at the door and Neve Campbell just got attacked by the Scream, she just escaped, and David Arquette's at the door holding up the mask to his side, and he's facing one way. She opens it up, the first thing she sees is like the Scream mask. Is like, oh no, it's just me, like.
One of those type deals.
But I called when Kane was in the back. I called it.
Well, it's not like they haven't done something like that before.
He was going to be in the back.
Stephanie was involved in something like that. She got in the limo, I want to say back in 99, and then all of a sudden the driver, where to, Stephanie? And it was The Undertaker.
Oh, God. Yeah, but I called it with Kane in the back seat of the car. I called it. I was just like, it's a total horror movie. But,
Foley actually gave out about that a little bit. We'll talk about that coming up. He was not a fan.
Yeah. So Bad News Barrett after that match pinned Big E in 10 minutes.
In a rematch from the night before.
He invoked his rematch clause a little too early, I might say. Yeah.
Yeah, I fully actually gave out about that a little bit. We'll talk about that coming up. He was not a fan. So Daniel Bad News Barrett after that match pinned Big E in 10 minutes. He invoked his rematch clause a little too early, I might say. but you kind of figured that was where it was going to go.
So, Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger promo. This was the debut of Adam Rose and his Rosebuds, who I already can't stand. I don't like Adam
You mean to say you're a lemon and not a rosebud?
I will slap you. Kids Expo or not, I will bring it to SmackDown.
No.
I will lay it to SmackDown.
Please, that's not an example to set for the kids.
We got quite a few wrestling fans though, so you know. But they were
They know to
ripping.
keep the action in the ring, though.
They were ripping Cinco de Mayo, not like JBL, who was in the Alberto Del Rio Bryan match, was calling it Cinco Del Rio, which was just
Del Rio.
which was a groan and a Picard, which is basically facepalm.
The state of it.
But he was looking to deport the Foreigners debut, Adam Rose and his Rosebuds. Swagger was backdropped out of the ring, and Rose and the Rosebuds danced for the crowd. Oh, Lord.
Yes, they did, with the bunny suit. One of my friend's kids said, so that's where the Easter Bunny goes when he's not delivering candy. Easter Bunny's partying with Adam
I can
Rose.
only imagine Fandango, that's my job to dance. I can only imagine.
I think you've just set it up already. Sometime in the next month, we're going to be seeing dance-offs between Adam Rose and Fandango.
We're going to see matches.
That's going to be the new, since Brodus Clay isn't doing anything and R-Truth is too busy, along with Xavier Woods, getting fed to Rusev every week.
Speaking of Rusev, actually, because Rusev, I forgot to mention, Los Matadores and El Torito had a Cinco de Mayo celebration interrupted by Threnby, and
more nonsense.
Rusev defeated Kofi Kingston. I'm trying to think of who could easily, because Rusev, I feel like, stop with the squash matches. Give him somebody that he can they can show, he needs time to develop, but give him somebody that can make him look like, hey, if he can pull off a match
There seems to be a pattern of the guys that they've been putting Rusev up against, and that's as far as I will take that, at least here presently. I'm just saying it's a coincidence, that's all. I mean, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, R-Truth. What next? Mark Henry?
I'd like to see it. I would like to see him. I feel like Cesaro and Jack Swagger, that's over. So put either of them up against Rusev and make it look like if he can carry a match or put him up against Sheamus for the U.S. title. If he can pull off that, then maybe there might be some hope left for this guy.
Oh, we'll see. There's a lot certainly to be done, a lot for us to do, including taking care of some business. So we're actually going to throw it back to Nick Cataldi at the studio, so that way we can take care of some business and have a little bit of fun during the break, as we are here at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. It's going on until 2 o'clock. Definitely want to come on out. It's over at Council Rock High School South, 2002 Rock Way here in Holland. And we're here on the air until 1 o'clock. Come on down. We've got all kinds of stuff to give away. Maybe have a little trivia either during the break or maybe on the other side. We've got lottery tickets. That's more for the grown-ups. We've got Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair tickets. We've got gift certificates to Fred Fletcher's Car Wash over in Fallsington. All kinds of good stuff. Anyway, we'll take it back to Nick. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Give me a valid reason why you don't like Cena. You got to cheer him at some point.
Well, you know what? We're going to a Children's Expo next week, so you'll be on home turf. The kids love John Cena.
Hilarious, Fearon. That's not what
I'm pointing out facts.
I know.
That's what I do as a broadcast journalist.
Yeah, you have a right to your opinion. And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your host, Fearon Derry. You're just hating Cena because you have no other choice.
I think the kids would beg to differ here at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. A lot of Cena fans here as we've been chatting it up with them over the course of the break. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. And we are here live at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo here at Council Rock High School South, 2002 Rockway here in Holland. Taking you until 1 o'clock. Fearon Derry alongside Lucas the Intern.
How you doing?
Not too bad. And, of course, the philosopher Chris Ermer, full of glory and renown, operating things here on site. And, of course, back at the studio, Nick Cataldi.
Yay.
There you go. Way to take it for him. There he is. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick Cataldi taking care of things back in the studio, making sure that we're on the air and getting out to the people. Having a lot of fun.
On to some news and notes. I think we should go.
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
So, what do you want to go first?
Well, let's first talk about your boy, CM Punk.
Which story?
Well, first of all, he's on his sabbatical, as Vince McMahon is calling it. He's been taking some interest. Following his interest in the hockey, eh?
Yeah, with AJ too, which puts me in a fit of jealous rage. But
that's a different type of hockey that, for the purposes of this Kids Expo, I won't get into.
No, I'm talking about the ice hockey. I don't get to take girls to sporting events. It's not fair for me.
Shame on you.
Yeah, shame on me.
But yeah, Punk appeared this past Sunday on Chicago Blackhawks television because, of course, he's from Chicago.
Oh,
during
wow.
Game
I never
2
thought.
of the best-of-7 series against the Minnesota Wild. And the just over a minute video, Punk talks solely hockey, doesn't talk any wrestling, as well as the playoffs, and that following that game, he'd be hitting the road for Minnesota for games 3 and 4 of that series against the Minnesota Wild.
Did the Blackhawks win?
Well, I believe they were up 2-0 heading to Minnesota, and Minnesota won on Tuesday. And I'm going to see if I can quick pull up last night's results as they played in Minnesota last night. So
people are seeming, because this one of the guys on Facebook was like, Punk's going to be, I think it was Dan, he said Punk's going to be back after the once the playoffs
he'll
are
be
over
back
for the
after the Blackhawks are done.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking.
But then we got baseball season for the Cubs, and it's just like, sports never end.
Wow. I think somewhere Merrill is shedding a tear at your save that clip. Exactly. That's going to be a drop.
Am I going to be in trouble?
Maybe. It might be a you're going to get me in trouble and I didn't even do anything moment.
I'm sorry.
Again.
I'm sorry. Merrill, don't get me wrong. Love your announcing. It's just Chicago has
too late now.
They have a sports team for everything.
What's done is done. The damage has already been done. You have wrought it, and you can't.
It's just Chicago has a sports team for everything. I wouldn't be surprised if they had one for curling.
Well, nothing that I can pull up immediately on the ESPN app. But I'm sure during the Olympics, there's. The Wild won 4-2 last night to even that series at 2. Yeah. So Punk will be spending a little more time following Blackhawks hockey as they go back for Game 5 to the second city. Yeah. So, yeah, there that is. And another interesting story on Punk. Well, Red Eye published a story written by Natalie Slater, a name that wouldn't sound familiar to you, but Natalie Slater is one of Punk's ex-girlfriends. But it's about an unnamed former champion whose fame has become overwhelming. Wink, wink. She writes, quote, "When we first met, he told me he was going to be a pro wrestler, and I couldn't wait. Pro wrestlers were ballers. They rode in limousines, wore sequined robes, and married fine ladies with big hair." Oh, how different the 80s were. The 80s and 90s. Oh, the state of it. More importantly, they were famous, and to a girl who grew up in a town with gravel roads and no sidewalks, fame and fortune meant instant happiness.
Oh,
Money
God.
can't buy happiness, but it'll buy you a lot of tissues, I guess. I don't know. 5 years later, he was making enough money wrestling to quit his real job. He was still carpooling to shows with other wrestlers to save on gas money, crashing on couches and eating fast food, but he wasn't wearing a name tag or sitting in a cubicle, and that was about as much as he had ever hoped for.
Is this a Dear Abby column?
It almost seems that way, doesn't it? Now he's the recently retired 7-time world champion, and he's one of the most isolated people I've ever known. And this is where it gets a little almost Wyatt creepy. A few weeks ago, he found a young fan and his mom cramming Easter candy into the mail slot of his front door. Yeah, soak that in for a second. Just before that, he walked out his back door to throw out the trash, only to be met by fans camped out in his alley for hours just to see him. The dark side of professional wrestling.
Join the dark side. Just bad.
I was going to say, please don't make the cookies joke.
I was thinking about it, but I was just like, just cut it off.
No,
right there.
just moving it along.
Just cut it off right there.
Let's move to something a little bit brighter, like the WWE Network, and the way that WWE is pandering to get referrals. They're giving away gift cards. Oh, one of our listeners who's shown up here, Brett, apparently knows of this. I don't know. Have you referred someone? No, not yet. How could you not know? They won't stop talking about it. True. If you watch Raw, they did mention it about 18 times.
I feel like Michael Cole and JBL, all three announcers are going to end up with like 10, like $250 each, just pulled it together or something.
Yeah, all their friends, all like 2 of them who don't watch wrestling. WWE announcing a referral program for the WWE Network where subscribers will earn $25 gift cards to WWEshop.com for every referral to the WWE Network, up to 10 referrals for a total of, quick math, $250. Referrals who sign up will also receive the gift card as well. So it's like almost you get a finder's fee as well as whoever signs up. It's like, yeah, I signed up and I get a $25 gift card for merch that I may or may not buy. Who knows? Remember, your money is always theirs. Yes, well said, Brett.
So let's go on to some...
yeah.
Unfortunately, for advertising reasons, we have to go on to TNA. But there's I don't know. Actually, there is somebody who you might
It's a requirement.
Okay, Kurt Angle injury update, which actually I just
he got hurt again.
I want him to...
It feels like he just recovered from the last one.
It feels like he's not coming back to WWE. He said he wants to retire there, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't know. He's been bitten by the injury bug quite a bit.
So TNA announced
More like
that
the
Kurt
injury
Angle...
swarm at this point.
TNA announced that Kurt Angle will undergo surgery to repair a torn ACL.
Ouch.
Shocker. Angle took to Twitter to present the timeline for his return from his knee surgery. He noted that it will be 4 months and 29 days for my return to the ring. General recovery time for ACL surgery is 4 to 6 months.
So he has it pinpointed to the day. He didn't go like hour, minute, second. Like he didn't go that far as the countdown.
No, I don't.
I mean, this is Angle. I mean,
and now on to
he's an Olympic gold medalist. So I guess if anybody knows his body,
he wrestled the Olympic trials with a cracked vertebrae in his neck.
Yeah, he won the gold medal with a broken freaking neck, as he has said on numerous occasions.
Yeah. If that's not he's one of my favorite wrestlers because first of all, he's from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, blue collar town, grew up in a working class family, just like I did. And just
why are you repping the other side of the state all of a sudden?
Whoa! I'm representing working class families, sir. A real man's man, not Steven Regal, but
Oh, go squeeze some oranges.
I'm sorry. I'll stop now. But on to some hilarious news for TNA. The state of TNA Impact viewership.
Oh, yes, the state of it. Go on. Do you want? You know what? Are you gonna read every story?
No. You can do some.
All right. You know what? Yeah. Go ahead with this one.
Thursday's TNA Impact Wrestling television show drew a .883 rating down.
0.83. Yeah.
Down from the 9.93 rating.
Fringes in the fans in attendance at the announcement of that number.
The show during the prior week. They averaged
just over 1 million viewers for Spike TV, down from like the 1.131 viewers they had last week.
Impact had significant competition from the NFL draft, airing on both ESPN and the NFL Network. They drew a combined 12.3 million viewers.
Yeah, so people were more concerned about who was being selected in the NFL draft than what was going on Impact.
Yeah.
I know, a shocker. Yes, the surprise face over here by Brett. Like, you're kidding me.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Well, what you expect?
You don't say.
You don't say. Just the mean face. Okay, so you want to do the next one?
We'll get into that in a second, but I mean, how can I forget? I mean, as awesome as things are here, I'd get in trouble and be remiss if I didn't note our good friends over at George's Cards and Collectibles. I know this is an eventful day, so if you haven't hopped in the car to head over here yet, you've got some driving to do, because between now and 2, not only do you have to get over here for the Senator Tomlinson's Children's Expo, but over at Oxford Valley Mall, courtesy of George's Cards and Collectibles, WWE Hall of Famer Coco Beware. That's right, the Birdman. So funny, Brett. You know what? You have to go over there to find out. You'll bring newspaper. Yeah, that could be a thing. That's for sure. But yes, it'll be at the George's at the Oxford Valley Mall from noon to 2. And also, if that wasn't enough, Saturday, June 14th, and a very eventful day, just as far as the wrestling scene in the Delaware Valley is concerned. But Val Venus will be at George's Cards and Collectibles. Yes, the big Valboski. He may or may not sign a towel. I don't know. But he will be at the Oxford Valley Mall Sears Court. There are about 7 jokes I could throw out, and none of them are suitable for this event. No, not next to the bounce castle, the moon bounce. Not absolutely. Check out George's 3 locations for all of your sports and wrestling memorabilia needs. Their original store at 7755 New Falls Road in Levittown, as well as in the Oxford Valley Mall in the Sears Court on the lower level, and their newest location in the Neshaminy Mall in the movie theater wing. For more information on the upcoming Val Venus appearance, as well as other appearances from the sports and wrestling world, call George's at 215-943-2475 or visit them on the web at georgescollectibles.com. Got to make sure I throw that in there. Definitely a lot of fun, as is the Children's Expo here. Can't wait to check some of it out. Outside, I know as we were bringing all the equipment in, we saw the fire trucks out on display, the police trucks, the Ivyland Volunteer Fire Companies here in the house, the Newtown Ambulance Squad. Definitely want to check that out. Pennsylvania State Police helicopter is going to be a helicopter landing as well.
Is Evolution going to be in it?
No, I don't think Evolution's going to be in it.
That would be awesome though. That was just like, so we hear you.
Although you're going to. It would not surprise me if you attempted to blast Motorhead just in the hopes.
Revolution is a mystery.
But don't go karaoke like that.
I'm not going to. I'm sorry.
Oh no, although you seem to know the words already, so you're doing a good job with that.
Series. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to stop there.
Yeah, this isn't Don't Forget the Lyrics, and I am not Wayne Brady.
Is that a Who's Line joke?
Could be. Well, he hosted a show for a little bit called Don't Forget the Lyrics. It was a game show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know, the things you learned.
I thought that was a game, because it wasn't on Who's Line. I would have thought it was a game on Drew Carey's.
No. It was a separate game show.
Yeah, okay. We got to get back to wrestling. We're going, squirrel, just ADHD all over the place.
Yeah, I think we did. So we mentioned earlier the horror story that is that was Raw this past Monday. The teenage horror movie scene with Daniel and Brie Bryan and Kane. It's Scream Queen Brie Bryant. Yeah.
That's that. I used the Scream reference too. You got it. Yes.
But Mick Foley, he saw it and he had none of it. He, in fact, gave Daniel Bryan some advice following Raw, offering unsolicited advice to Daniel Bryan in a Facebook blog, saying, whether Daniel Bryan knows it or not, now is the time that the fiercest fighting takes place for a WWE champion, and it has nothing to do with the action in the ring. Now is the time to step up and shoot down horrible ideas that can derail even the most promising of ideas. I used to joke that Daniel was the exception to the rule that every top guy in WWE has been perceived at one time or another as a pain in the neck, largely for their willingness to step up and call the creative team out on bad ideas when they see them. That thing I saw Monday night, that thing with Daniel and Brie Bella, WWE Universe in the car, that was a bad idea, one that should never have seen the light of day. And I can't say I disagree. Definitely can't say I disagree.
Yeah, I feel like at this point it's like Vince is going, all right, you want the title? We're going to bring you down to your knees.
Yeah, we're going to break you down to your level.
It's just like, he should be getting a good shot though. Like, but remember what I was saying, where do we go from here with Daniel Bryan? It's all about the art of the chase with the underdog. Once you have the title, it's just like, where do we go from here? Now they're going to horror movie. 90s horror movies.
I mean, the problem is, who do you have as a potential foil for
Bray Wyatt?
Oh, yeah, we got somebody asking. I think they heard briefly me mentioning Coco Beware over at the George's Cards and Collectibles, so throwing that out there. So I guess they're going to go from here right over to there, and yeah, there we go. Let them know that I sent you over there.
Bray Wyatt. Give him Bray Wyatt.
Bray. I don't know about that. Oh gosh, John putting up some Facebook feedback. He says no, Fearon is not Wayne Brady or Hootie, and he has a picture of Darius Rucker on the Facebook feedback page. Oh gosh.
But I'm just saying, if they could definitely build off of if they truly want to get Bray Wyatt's message out there, put him up for a world title shot. I'm not saying he has to win. I'm just saying there could definitely be some good matches in order for that.
Well, the problem is then what do you do with Cena?
I don't know. But at this point, Cena's going to get the title eventually.
Have him crush Rusev, maybe?
Nah, no.
That's probably what WWE will do.
Have him go up against, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, who hasn't he destroyed and obliterated and things of that nature?
Have him go up against Triple H.
Oh, we've got a little in here. Want to hop on the microphone, talk on the radio? Oh, look at that. He's chomping at the bit. All right, throw the headset on. Philosopher Chris Ermer getting ready to... We've got a... Looks like he just came from a baseball game here or something. He's got the eye black on and everything. He's got the Leopards jersey going on here, all decked out in green and orange. So what's going on?
I am going to go to a baseball game.
Oh, okay. And you saw the belts here. Do you watch wrestling at all?
No.
No, not a fan. But do you like the belts at least?
Yeah.
Let's say, what's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew. Okay. So what do you like here? Is there anything that caught your eye here at the Kids Expo today?
I like getting my face painted.
Ah, yes. Can't go wrong with the face painting. You got the eye black all ready to go. Getting ready to play some baseball in a little bit. What position do you play?
I like running the bases.
You like running the bases? Yeah, that's certainly a good cardio workout, that's for sure. But that's more for me to worry about than you at this point. He's probably like, "What's cardio?" Anyway, Andrew, thanks for stopping by, checking out the belts. Maybe the Parrots will have you take a picture with them. You can be a champion before you even step on the diamond. Thanks so much for chiming in. We're going to hand the Philosopher your headsets there. Having a lot of fun. That's what it's all about here. Having fun, having some laughs. That's what we try to do. Lucas is just, you're holding back your laughter over here next to me.
Because I'm on a mic.
Oh, there we go. And there we go. He takes off the headset and just starts cracking up. Well, while Lucas composes himself, we're going to go ahead and throw things back to the WBCB studios. Nick Cataldi taking care of things over there. We'll take care of our last bit of business. We'll come back. We've got some more news and notes. We've got Nick Yang himself as usual. And we've got more hilarity and whatnot as we make our way through here. We've got some birthdays to talk about as well, a couple notable ones in the world of professional wrestling. Some more news and notes, and who knows what else as we're here at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. It's going on until 2 o'clock. We're here for another 15 minutes or so, broadcasting Pro Wrestling Weekly and loving every bit of it. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, May 10. On this date in 1993, WWF Monday Night Raw aired live from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. In the main event, Shawn Michaels defeated Hacksaw Jim Duggan by disqualification in a lumberjack match. On this date in 1999, WWF Monday Night Raw aired live from Orlando, Florida. In the main event, Mr. McMahon, Steve Austin, and The Rock defeated Shane McMahon, The Undertaker, and Triple H in a 6-man tag team match. On this date in 2004, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from San Jose, California. In the main event, Chris Jericho defeated Christian by submission in a steel cage match. This has been Today in Wrestling History, May 10.
Hi, this is Jim Cornette, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Dairy on 1490 WBCB.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Dairy here with you live from Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo here at Council Rock High School South, 2002 Rockway in Holland, PA. Alongside Lucas the Intern.
Yeah, it's been a blast so far.
Yeah, we've got, oh my gosh, we've got a group of kids here. One of them's got both belts over his shoulder, getting pictures going on. We've got the Slammy Award.
A candid look on his face, just like, yeah, I'm a champ.
He's got that tough guy, bad boy look, we'll go with, for lack of a better term. Yeah, he looks like he can take names already. He's looking like he's going to beat me up for the belt.
He looks like he's eyeing me up.
I don't know. It might be one of those Iron Man match type deals. That's going to be a little.
He's looking at us like he's looking at us like you, me, bouncy house.
Yeah, you, me, moon bounce, 1 o'clock. As soon as you're done on the air, those belts are coming with me. Oh, it's better than we coming for you. Well, never mind. Having a lot of fun. That's what we're doing here. It's what it's all about here at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. All kinds of appearances. We've got no Boomer from the Trenton Thunder. I know he was floating around earlier. One of the characters from Sesame Street, I think. Is that Zoe? I think we've got over there. I don't know. Help me out here. You're more in tune with Sesame Street than I am.
I don't watch.
I was gonna say, Brett, you've got like a little one. They watch Better Show. Jeez.
Oh my! I'm sorry.
You're killing me here, bro.
There we go. High five. There we go.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Wow. I'm just without words.
You better watch yourself, Brett. We're at a kids expo. There's going to be a lot of 4-year-olds. It's the mean
why not?
posse.
The 8-year-olds are already after me for slagging on Cena earlier. Surprised I didn't have my ankles kicked in over the course of the break. All right, let's. Here, I've got a Vince Russo. Oh, we've got a kid who wants to hop on the microphone here. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly. What's your name?
Ajon.
Ajon?
Ajon.
Ajon. Okay. Got that. I'll work on the pronunciation on that. Hopefully I'll get it right. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's have a chat a little bit here. I see you loving the belts here. I know they're a little bit replicated. What do you? I was gonna say, what do you like going on with wrestling currently going on today?
Well, I like how I really don't know.
There's a lot to choose from, actually.
Yeah, there's
so much to talk about. So who's your favorite wrestler?
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
We
Okay.
actually have one that's not a Cena fan. Wow.
Well, he didn't say he wasn't a Cena fan.
Just saying.
His favorite is The Rock, and you can't go wrong with that. He's
You cannot go wrong with that.
He's been around for quite a while.
Trailblazing.
He's
eyebrow raising, jabroni beating, pie eating.
Are you going to go through the whole bit?
No. I'm
Really?
sorry.
Okay.
No, I can't go.
He's a far cry from the blue chipper Rocky Maivia. That was way before you were born. Go back and look it up on the WWE Network if you have it. If not, well, then you can use me as a referral, and both of us will get $25 gift cards at WWEshop.com.
Who do you like? What show do you like better, Raw or SmackDown?
I like both.
Both. Yeah, that's a good answer. I used to always be more of a SmackDown. It was always Friday nights for me. I could never stay up on Monday nights and watch it. But SmackDown was a lot more fun.
Lot of fun, to say the least. Hey, John, thanks so much for chiming in. Thanks. Hope you're enjoying everything here at the Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Kids Expo. Oh, now everybody's chomping at the bit to get on the microphone. Maybe it's a sign they're saying I should hush up and let somebody else get in.
It's like a stable mic. Just like everybody
there
gets
we
on the
go.
mic.
Everybody gets. It's like Mean Gene interviewing everybody here. Well, first of all, what's your name?
Marquise.
Marquise. I saw you had both belts going on over your shoulder. This is the guy who was saying had the tough guy look going on. He's definitely ready to kick butt and take some names. Oh, and we've got. Thank
you.
Beautiful from the folks here at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Kids Expo, providing us with some Munchables and drinkables here.
So who's your favorite?
John Morrison.
John Morrison. Oh,
wow,
that's an old one.
There's a name from the past that we haven't seen in a while.
Starship Pain. He was one of my favorites. I liked his feud with Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental title. That was back in 2009.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen John Morrison.
Yeah, it has. How about we go favorite match stipulation? Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble. What's your favorite kind of match?
Elimination Chamber.
That's another good one.
Yeah. This guy definitely knows quite a few things here.
So what do you like that's going on in WWE right now?
It's different people, like Hulk Hogan came back and stuff.
Hogan is definitely he's very nostalgic. I mean, I'll admit I had a little bit of Hulkamania in me when I was maybe a little younger than you. I don't know. I was 11 when I started watching. How old are you?
I'm 9.
9? Okay. So, yeah, I was a little bit older than you when I first started watching forever ago. But I don't know. I was more of a Savage guy myself, Macho Man Randy Savage. A notorious you're shaking your head. Not a Savage guy? I was gonna say, let's put him on the mic here. The guy who's anti-Savage here. What's your name?
Elijah.
Elijah.
Okay, so
all right. What's your beef? What's your beef with Macho Man Randy Savage?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
No.
Not a fan of the Slim Jims either?
No.
No? The kid's cracking up at that. He's Oh, man. Well, I guess Savage wasn't for everybody. Maybe it was that Macho King period that he had that turned a lot of people off.
All right, so, do you like Daniel Bryan being the champ right now?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, nodding doesn't help in radio. People can't hear you nod. So it's a talking medium.
So what do you think about the Wyatt family?
They're monsters.
They're the devil. Oh.
Wow, that's
certainly. I mean, between the creepy stuff with the kids and the crowd singing, he's got the whole world in his hands and the whole bit there. I take it you're more of a Cena guy?
Yes.
Do you think Cena can take all of them down on his own? Do you think he's going to need some help?
I think he'll need some help.
Oh, he's been teaming regularly with the Usos. I know that's been a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for Elijah for hopping on the microphone here. I was going to say they're debating whether they want to hop on here or not, but yeah, they've been posing with the belts and having a lot of fun.
Oh, this is a blast. This is awesome.
Oh, wow. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Friends, listeners, all kinds of things stopping by. Yeah, not too much time left for us here, but the Expo is still going on, and definitely a lot of things you want to check out. If you've got little ones, it's definitely a place to check out some different things you may want to be interested in. Not necessarily just us here, but all kinds of shows going on. I was going to say Tyler State Park, I think, has a table going on somewhere here. I mentioned the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, St. Mary Medical Center. I know they're a sponsor of us here at WBCB. The Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission, for those who are fishers and boaters and the like and whatnot. Yeah, the flyers are all the same. They're just different colors. Wanted to take a flyer promoting WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly, but
we got
they're all
ourselves
multicolored. Yeah, I think we just got ourselves a few new fans.
We got ourselves a promotion team.
Yeah, there we go. Usually the interns are the promotion
We got
team.
the publicists right here.
Yeah, you never know. Just looking at some Facebook
Just give 'em
feedback
like a-
as well. On June 14th at, well, it should be June 14th, not 15th, at George's Cards and Collectibles, don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh, that.
Howley from,
Who posted that?
from
Oh, John.
South Park.
You awesome person, you.
Yes. Well, why would you bring, you know what? I'm not going to follow through with that question. Some questions are better left unanswered, and that is certainly one of them. Oh, goodness. Now, if I can get serious for a minute to pull a line from Lance Storm, WWE this past week put in a tribute video that's definitely worth a watch. We put it up on the WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly Facebook fan page, a tribute video for Connor Michalik, an 8-year-old fan who recently lost his battle with pediatric brain cancer. And the video, as I said, it's up on our WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly Facebook fan page. You definitely want to give it a look and bring a tissue or two, as it'll bring tears to your eyes. Con Crusher, as he was known. WWE, they went all out to make him feel fantastic. I know he's one of the litany of John Cena's Make-A-Wish kids. I think Cena's up to 400 now, over 400, which is more than any other athlete, actor, any professional who has done the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, I mean, kudos to him for that. I know a lot of people tend to slag on Cena, Extreme Kyle, but I mean, that's something you can't rip. I mean,
just put on the Cena shirt, Kyle, just one time. I'll bet you. I'll do a bet. I don't know.
He'll probably burn it first the way that Slaughter burned the Hogan shirt back in '91. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, for payment, I mean, people, everybody's got a price, as the $1 Million Man has always said. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to stop. That was
actually, yeah, I was going to say, speaking of money, a follow-up on something from last week. As I'd mentioned, the whole extreme rising, extreme rusing, that whole deal. This is kind of more of a personal note for me, but I got a letter in the mail just yesterday from my credit card company, and they have issued the refund for the extreme rusing. So I got my money back in full. Huzzah, hooray. I got my 10 Virgils back in a little nod to the folks over at OSW Review. Yeah, that's a whole story for another day. Just check them out, oswreview.com. They'll look up the Virgil thing, and they'll be able to take care of that. But that's going to just about do it for us here. Having a blast at Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. It's going on for a little over another hour. Coming up, actually, very shortly is the Nelson's Magicians and Illusionists. That's going on here in the gymnasium. And then outside in about a half hour, the Septic Canine Unit, the Hounds of Justice, I guess. So we'll have to, subject to that and have Lucas continue to believe in the Shield. Anyway, thanks so much to everyone.
Riot Shield.
Yeah, that's something like that. Anyway, thanks so much to Brett and other listeners who have come out, all the kids who have been posing with the belts, the kids who hopped on the microphone here, the philosopher Chris Ermer, full of glory and renown for keeping us on the air here on site, and of course Nick Cataldi back in studio for turning the dials and pushing the buttons to keep us on the air. It's been a blast. I believe this is our 6th year doing it. This is the 12th annual Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo. Looking forward to coming back next year. Lucas, what'd you think?
Thought it was awesome. I had a blast. Definitely can't wait to come back next year.
Looking forward to it. Anyway, we'll take it back to the studio. That's going to do it for us. Stay tuned. Nick Cataldi's got country music here on 1490 WBCB. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
1490 WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton.